If I'm in a small business, I want to, I want to I know that I need to buy insurance, and I want to buy insurance because it's going to protect my business in the long run, but I want it to be as cheap as possible. I want it to be a simple process, and pretend I'm not Max Perkins coming out of the cyber insurance world. I want to understand what it is that I'm buying so that I can then use it. Because the last thing I want to do is spend money on something and then have something go wrong and I mess it up where it actually doesn't pay out. And then we start to go down a very bad road at that point. And so what's difficult now, I would suggest, is I think that I'm not sure that cyber insurance is easily understood by those small business owners as we might expect. I think I take it for granted. And if I look at a traditional cyber insurance policy, again, we were trying to make a market. We were trying to sell it. So we literally threw the kitchen sink of different types of coverages. We think of cyber risk. Most people probably hear the word cyber and they think, oh, electronic, or I have a website, or I sell something online. It's beyond that. It's information security, it's operational technology, it's resilience, as we're saying, the ability to keep your operations going. Whether you interface with direct customers or your business that's providing services in the background. But you may not think, oh, cyber risk, my cyber insurance policy is going to provide me coverage for things like, I don't know, defamation, libel, slander, copyright infringement. It does. And it does. And so at that point, the small business owners that I talk to say, I'm not convinced by this cyber thing. I'm not sure it's ever going to pay. And I also am convinced that I'm paying more than I need to because I don't need all of those extra coverages that have been loaded into it. So I think in some ways we need to simplify what the insurance policy is over time to make it crystal clear what the small business person's buying. And then we need to make the process very simple for them to confirm what their security posture is, because everybody knows especially stateside, like you're buying life insurance or some form of insurance where you need to provide some blood tests and you need to have doctors sign off on stuff. That part of the insurance process is to validate what you're saying about yourself is actually true. Well, we can do that in the cybersecurity world pretty easily. And we just need to connect the dots, because once the dots are connected, the buyer's process, as you're talking about, workflows become very, very easy. Suddenly I can think of a couple worlds that are amazing to think about in the future, and probably not that far off, actually. One is I'm buying my security tool that's going to help protect my business. They're going to protect my endpoints, and they're going to protect my email. And then I have my multi-factor authentication. Those are probably the three things that the underwriters are really caring about right now. So what if I buy them and I buy this package, and then at the end of buying it, it says, hey, you just qualified for cyber insurance. Do you want some of that? And that would be nice to me as a small business owner.